Have you ever wondered the origin of the third form of Megatron? Yup, you heard me right. Now, if you just watch the movies, you would think Megatron's secondary form is a tank. His third form is a jet. But honestly, there is one form that is the most lethal above all else. And in this video, we're going to be discovering how that form was born. Quick reminder though, if you're not subscribed to my YouTube channel, please do so. I do these videos every day. I never miss a day. You're always entertained. Now, let me entertain you because our story starts out in the arena. Because for those who don't know, Megatron was not just a miner as the movie suggested. Nah, he was a gladiator, born, reforged, and renamed in the arena. He was a droid of great pride. And in this video, we're going to see his pride shatter. Because the Quintessons did not give a damn about his pride or what he is or how big he thought of himself. In this world, he was nothing, gaining consciousness in a world he did not recognize. Who are you? What am I doing here? The Quintesson introduced himself. Hello, I am deadlier, and we brought you here from Cybertron for a trial. Megatron felt insulted. You dare! Launching an attack, but deadlier did not even move. Yes, we dare. We didn't even try. You have been captured. Recognize your place in the food chain and do as you're told. Submit. As he revealed something in his chest that looked oddly familiar, Deadlier smiled. I'm glad you noticed. This is to ensure your control, your servitude. Megatron again looked offended. I am a slave to no creature in the entire... He couldn't even get off a sentence before he was shocked to coma. In this world, the world he did not recognize, Megatron was the lowest of the low. And right now his trial was about to begin. Without question, they placed him in the arena and told him to do what he did best. Survive. Fight. Fight against who, you may ask? Well, he saw them before we even did. These creatures, the Sharktacons, were deadly. They were galactic piranhas made to just consume until they died. And their target today was the great Megatron. Now, Megatron was a prideful individual. He showed no fear and wasn't even shocked. He just knew what he had to do and he did it. He was here to survive and get revenge on his captors, and that is what he sought to do. The fight began, and it was as fierce as you would imagine. He was blasting them left and right, and when the opportunity presented itself, he blasted his captors, causing one of the Quintesson's personal guard to fall to the ground. Megatron smiled, cowards, as he watched the personal guard get eaten alive by the Quintessons. Now, this was never going to go without punishment, and the punishment was going to hurt. Megatron was tased and stunned by this attack that he almost lost his arm. But this is Megatron. You will get off me right now, creature. Now, as he blew his cannon into the creature's mouth, rendering it to ash. This was not a trial. This was a massacre, and Megatron came out on top. At least that is what he thought. Till the Quintesson pushed a button, revealing he stood above a smelting pit. This was boiling lava. He would never survive if he fell to it, and he was tired of this game. He transformed into his tank form, making his cannon double the strength, and he attacked his captors, thinking he was going to be victorious, but the Quintesson smiled. Your secondary transformation is insanely beautiful, but when it comes to mine, it is nothing, as we see his own secondary transformation inside a body that looked like a dragon. Yup, he instantly one-shots Megatron. And I mean it, Megatron literally dies in this battle, right here, right now. And just to show that he is nothing, the next day he woke up perfectly fine. Jesus Christ, this is what you think. He was going to go through this suffering again and again, every single day. He screamed, demanding an explanation, but they gave none. He was just forced to fight, and he did. Being a gladiator, he was not built to surrender. He was not built to be complacent. He fought, and every day he lost. Day after day, the trials continued. Each day, he was literally fatality'd like 50 times. The 10th trial, he started to realize that this was never ending. It just kept going. Trial after trial, death after death, 300th, 400th, again and again. Megatron was decimated. This continued on till his pride, his confidence waned. Now he started to plead. Please stop. Let us end this. But the Quintesson smiled again, clearly enjoying this, every single second of it. Megatron said, please, how long has it been? The Quintesson simply said, not long enough. You see, this is not a trial as you may think. This is a lesson. My master gave me one order, to show you your place in the universe, to show you you are nothing, to show you you are small. Megatron said, fuck you. I am not small. I am Megatron. The Quintesson replied, are you really? You could not save your planet. Neither could you save your people. And now you can't even save yourself. The death continued. And each time he died, he was reminded, you are nothing. The trials were hell. He burned, he screamed. At the final death, when he stood against the Quintesson monster again, from the corner, they heard the master saying, stop. The Quintesson looked up, and he saw his master was present. He smiled, yes, my lord. The honored creature, my master has declared your trial over. Megatron decided to breathe because he has been suffering for hundreds and hundreds of days. This was hell on Earth, or rather, on Cybertron. He goes on to explain the object in his chest. You know, your people have something called the matrix of leadership that gives abnormal strength to the force of order. There has to be a balance. You will be that balance. This, as I coin it, is the matrix of damnation. The matrix reached out and grabbed Megatron as it wrapped him in a force of pure energon. It was painful, it burnt, it rebuilt him in seconds. Now he came forth as a creature of pure death and lethality. His new transformation will give him total domination on anyone who grabs and tries to wield him. He was a pistol. The third form of the great Megatron was a gun that kills all. His master from the shadows demanded, pick it up. The Quintesson looked up like, boss, you mean me? He said, yes. He needs to understand what control feels like. And the Quintesson, he did it without fear, knowing full well Megatron will be looking to exact revenge. And Megatron did just that. How does it feel, knowing that I will destroy the one thing most precious to you, your body? Quintesson struggled and begged, but Megatron laughed as he pulled the trigger, destroying his precious body. The Quintesson screamed, which brings us to the present, where Megatron and his most trusted lieutenants assembled. He remembered the trial he went through, the lesson he was taught. When he first came here, he was nothing. Now he is more. Anyone who wielded him as a blaster was his to command, and he used that blaster to kill a lot of bots.